Hey, Adler from FM 102.1 backstage, night 2, a sold-out Eagles ballroom, and they're back. Not for the second time, for the third time in 2023. The year ends with a 3. They've been here 3 times. The Beaches are back. Hi.
Hello, hi.
Welcome back. I am so happy you're here.
Not enough. We love it here.
I told you, if you come a 4th time, I believe. I'm pretty serious that we owe you, someone owes you a place to crash.
Do we each get a condo, or is it like one collectively?
2 condos, 4 people. I'm sorry. That's the rules.
Okay, double up.
Yeah.
We can double up.
And sadly, old bands that used to be in those condos are going to be, evicted. And then you'll take them
Oh,
over.
no.
Hey,
I won't tell you who the bands are, but congrats. I brought this as a visual aid to remind myself, because I forget
old
things.
record.
It's your old record, but I love this record. However, it's not the new record. No. And I went to, and I won't name check them, but because they're wonderful record stores, but I went to 3 different record stores, 1 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, and all of them were out. Not like they don't carry them, they're out. So...
No,
awesome.
It's a compliment.
That's such
really
a thrill.
Is.
Yes.
Like there's the little cards that have the beaches right next to Beach Weather and Beach Bunny, oddly enough. Which is a separate tour I want to see at some point, but that's another.
Hey, maybe.
Are you friends with them?
Yeah.
All the beaches?
Well, we've talked a little bit online. We've never actually met.
Okay.
But they came to a show at Lala. But we were
Beach Bunny. I was thinking
Beach Bunny.
We do try to make friends
Bunny.
with any beach band.
Any beach related?
Absolutely.
Even the 2 different Beach Boys that exist?
Sure.
I think there's a touring one and then
maybe
another
not
one.
Mike Love. I don't like him that much, but the other ones for sure.
No, absolutely not. But congrats on the new album. It's so much fun. And we were just Michelle and I were just talking about how you just every time we listen to the new single, it's a different song every time. You hear little chunks and pieces. Lyrically, it's so much fun. And I think there's something about a love song that everybody's like, I love a love song. But you're like, a song about breakups. Oh, that's fucking good. You're like, that's so much better than a love song.
Absolutely.
And it is. That's it. But essentially, it's not what it is, right? I mean, can we? You want to clarify?
Yeah, I'll clarify. So obviously, I wrote this record about my breakup, but this record really isn't about like the ending of my relationship. It's more about like what I went through after my breakup. So it's sort of like a phoenix, like coming out of the ashes story, like refinding myself, digging through the feces and the pain in order to
Ashes
Harry Potter
and
in the order of
the feces. That's right. In order
Dumbledore.
to like,
movie sequels we didn't know about.
in order to like rediscover myself after like a really sort of terrible traumatic time. So this song, it's misleading because it's basically, I like to really play with humor in my lyrics.
Yeah.
And so like the whole setup is me basically saying that I'm a villain, and that I'm not really, or not even that I'm a villain, but that like I'm not really ready emotionally, or that I'm not really emotionally available to get into a new relationship. So it's me sort of confessing to my new partners, like, I'm really sorry. Like, I'm down to, like, have sex, but, like, not do anything more than that. And then, like, the end of the joke is, like, LOL, though, don't blame me, blame my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
So, it's me
just
taking...
a warning label, essentially, right?
But it's funny because it's like me taking accountability, but then me throwing the accountability absolutely out the door.
No, something that maybe I think a lot of Canadian things are very Wisconsin things, and they're like synonymous.
Do you guys say sorry a lot too?
We apologize for stuff, but we just say it a little different.
Sorry.
But it's always there's a sorry. It's
Sorry.
it's instead of sorry, it's sorry.
No, I had to write it out phonetically.
Like SARI.
Yeah, no, I had to write it out phonetically like that when I was singing it. So I didn't say,
but-
I'm sorry in advance.
No, but there's a lot of things like on the album. Shower beer is the one that hit me. You kind of don't realize how emotional I got when I first heard that song. Like, I drink shower beers. Like,
They're so good.
They're delicious.
A friend of mine recently wrote an article, and she wrote it was her with a beer in the shower, and they're great. The pre-gaming.
Can you send that to us?
I will. Absolutely.
post that.
She'll be tickled. Well done, Molly. She talked about the importance of shower beers and like what to drink, what kinds.
It's so true, and
it's
you can
the
save
pre-party.
time.
Exactly.
It's great. I love a shower wine sometimes.
Did you have that kind of a pre-party kind of vibe where you're just like, listen, it's going on tonight?
It kind of is essential to the vibe of the night. I feel like if you have like a rushed, like stressful getting ready, it kind of like throws the night. You You need like a shower beer. You need to, take your
A
time.
makeup beer.
Yeah,
Makeup beer, yes.
Like it's a whole thing. It's a whole.
Especially if you're
production.
like talking to a friend, they're like, everybody's already here. You're late. You're like, all right,
Exactly.
let me just hop in the shower. Like, get a reset.
Yeah,
And you're like,
it's still gonna happen.
bring
No-
one in. You're
for
like,
sure.
it's a very Wisconsin thing, but obviously it's universal.
I like that we share that.
Yeah, very much. Also, congratulations. This sounds weird for being around as long as you have, and this is like, and having the year that.
Are you
frankly,
calling us old?
No, yeah. That's exactly. Yeah, that's where I'm going. with
Bastard.
this. No,
Thank you.
like it's the year that you guys deserve. I feel.
Thank you.
I mean, because
Thank
it's. I love talking to a band that's been around for maybe 2 years or something, and they got kind of fun stories and this and that. But you're like, you really haven't been through some really shitty things yet, have you? You're like, oh, it's been a good tour, and you're like, you guys have been through some shit.
They're all bright-eyed and bushy.
Yeah, but you guys are still too.
For sure.
We are what we are. We're definitely like seasoned at this point.
Well,
as
we've
well.
been doing it for over 10 years, like you say. So I feel like everything that could happen to a band has happened to us, whether it's like, I don't know, behind the scenes, on stage, everything has happened. But I feel like it just kind of makes us stronger as a unit, and we know how to handle ourselves. And
And we're all best friends,
Yeah.
so we're
Yeah.
still just excited.
We
to
look
do
we
everything
look like
together.
veal,
Yeah.
but taste like sirloin, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
Yes. You're
Trying to
No more
respond to
IPAs.
that.
almost all of us
Jordan.
knew it.
I think you just broke Leandra.
Yeah, because on stage she was like, I need more reverb, like butter on a waffle.
I'm just
It's
killing it
giving,
with
like,
my
really
metaphor.
A lot of
daddy
food
jokes.
metaphors.
Really, like, into the
I like
analogies
that.
Today? Yeah.
Yeah.
Any Canadian
I'm a writer,
food you're
sorry.
missing right now that you can't find on the road? Anything that's hurting?
Kylie forgot to get a coffee crisp for her American boyfriend.
Yeah,
Really?
my American boyfriend loves coffee gross, but
Oh, really?
it's the best.
Tim Hortons is the greatest coffee ever
I
made.
absolutely
on record.
I
Oh my
hate
God.
it.
Really?
I absolutely hate it.
Really?
I'm like probably one of the only I hate Tim Hortons. You could not catch
Really?
me there. I hate
No, yeah, they used
I
to,
am
like,
not a fan.
Years and years and years ago, they had good coffee. Then McDonald's bought their coffee.
Oh,
Now
so it's different?
Now McDonald's
Okay.
is pretty good in
McDonald's is
Canada.
great.
That was
McDonald's-
my fun. All right, because
Now Burger King owns Tim Hortons.
That's right.
Yeah.
my
So
my
true.
only Canadian trip was actually in London, Ontario.
Oh,
With
They have a strip
Whoa.
club called Beef in London, Ontario.
Speaking
London
of veal,
is-
there's an insane asylum in the middle of the city.
yeah.
An abandoned insane asylum.
That might be the strip club.
which people told me to go to. It was years and years ago. I go, why? Well, it's just something to see. And you're like, oh,
I don't know
okay.
about that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have this. We have A&W, which you guys have here,
Yes.
but it's owned by different people, and it's amazing in Canada. It's
Okay.
way better. That's like our fast food staple, I would say.
Yeah,
But
for
obviously,
sure.
we love poutine, and
Yeah.
that's not really as big of a thing here. I know that you guys have cheese curds, though.
Yes,
Which
yeah.
we love.
Which two different kinds. You got the cold, squeaky ones, and then you have the deep fried ones.
I
like-
love
yeah.
both.
I like both.
Yeah. Cold-
I think you need the cold ones in a poutine or a poutine.
It's been done, and I can point you to a place that does it.
Yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah.
too far from here. Conversely, anything have you found in weird corners of your touring that you're like, all right, this is a hidden food gem?
Okay, you know what? In England and like Northern Ireland, they have it's interesting. So they have a curry sauce, which is just like a gravy with curry powder.
Yeah.
And they'll put that over cheese and French fries.
That's not
they'll
weird.
co-
That's amazing. It's
Oh.
No,
delicious.
I'm saying like he asked like what's
Oh, I
delicious.
thought you
and
said weird.
Yeah.
So I
no.
thought,
I'm,
it's sort of like
No.
a British version of poutine.
I'll drown
so
anything
good.
in curry. That's
Delicious.
awesome.
Attempt to
No.
shout out a business here that I ate at last time I was here. I'm pretty sure it might be called Tony's. It's like a bagel. It's like bagel sandwiches.
Okay.
Is that ringing a bell? Tony? Maybe not.
Was
Maybe
it
it's a
was it
Tony.
when you're here for Summerfest?
No.
No.
I'll-
The
oh.
no, I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
It's on the corner.
Yes.
It's
What's
on
the
the
name?
corner, and it's right by the lake.
Gotta shout it out.
Not Angie's.
We'll collaborate on this later.
Yes, yeah,
We'll
yeah,
get
I
the-
know.
Oh wait, did they have pasta too and stuff? And
I think they just had bagels.
No,
It's on
it's just-
National Avenue. Someone
mind.
help me,
Okay,
please.
we'll get
Reach
it.
through
We'll
the
shout it out.
screen.
Go there.
Uh,
Go there for a bagel.
One last thing, because I'm curious with every band, especially your touring is crazy. By the way, congrats on 2024.
Thank you.
14. I don't like looking at notes, but damn it, I wrote it down.
I think you said 12.
12.
12 shows. You've sold out 13 of the first 14 shows you're doing in 2024, including Madison, Wisconsin. So sorry if anybody missed it
Sorry.
there. We're all about this. I'm gonna get this down. I want to learn Canadian before this is done.
Learn Canadian.
Sorry in a boot.
It's all about this.
It is
then.
all about this.
An A.
But that's after 10 years as a band, like when you see sold out, sold out, sold out, do you go back to your like 19, 20-year-old? You're like selling out clubs. Now you're selling out large venues and months, weeks ahead of it. Do you collectively note it, or do you not? Does somebody tell you? Or are you kind of like in a tour bubble where you don't really think about?
No, we have like a group chat with our manager, and we're like seeing them all go so quickly. A lot of them sold out in the pre-sale, which is really cool.
Yeah.
No, it's just like such a whirlwind, especially being from Canada and we love being Canadian. We love our country.
Yeah.
But to break out of Canada is a really challenge for a lot of Canadian artists. So to finally feel like we're doing that here in America is like such a achievement for us. Like, it's been something we've been trying to do since we started.
Like I said,
it took 10 years, but it's finally happening.
But it's worth it, right? I mean,
Yes.
and I know it sounds weird to be like, what if this was year 3 of the band and you had this exact same success? Would it be kind of like?
I mean, I don't know. I think we're able to kind of like appreciate it even more because we've worked so hard at it. And it probably happened at the best time considering like where everyone is in their personal life and how much we've worked on ourselves individually and how our friendship has changed. Like if this happened 3 years into the band, I don't know. I don't know if we could have handled it the same way. It's like a lot of work. We're not sleeping at all.
Yeah.
It's like it's just like very, very intense, and the only way to combat that kind of stress is to have like a really good solid foundation internally, but also with each other. And luckily we've had 10 years to develop that. So I'm grateful that it's happening now. Obviously, it would have been cool if it did happen when we were a little younger. But you know what?
If in year 3 we had to tour for 2 months straight, I think we would kill each other.
I was going to say the friendship be strengthening.
We built
totally.
But we'd also probably be drunk every single minute of every day.
You're
We would not
like
come
any
home
band
from
in
it.
the-
You know?
We'd be in rehab now.
We would be in rehab.
Some of us have matured a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not like that we're not.
The obvious look.
I just.
The other thing is that between this album and the new album, I'm not saying the sound's completely different, but it feels different.
It is different.
It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's very different.
Well, it's an
but I
independent
love
record,
this.
you
I
know?
really want to tell you how much I do love this,
thank you. Thanks.
and not just like I said, I did bring it for a visual aid, so I didn't forget. I forget everything, but it's such a cool thing to see, and that's again part of the years is that you progress. So I mean, looking ahead a little bit into next year, obviously touring, supporting the new album, getting the new album out as much as possible. New stuff being written. Are you a write stuff on the road band?
We don't
not,
write on the
but
road.
we're going in the studio in January to work on some new stuff.
Good Lord, you guys don't
No, there's
let up.
There's no time.
time.
I'm looking for some personal experiences to write about. So if there's anyone
Contact
interested,
Jordan
That was-
Miller. 647.
Stir up some drama.
Oh no. For the plot.
give me something to write about, darling.
I was
please.
going to say,
Yeah.
these sold out
She
shows
likes
are
to
going
write
be.
about personal experiences, so we gotta fill the plot.
That's what I love
Exactly.
about
I'm
it, though.
Very
You know,
single at the moment.
Okay, we know.
that couldn't be a better way to end. Voguing.
Please.
I don't even have to say continued success, but seriously, congratulations again. It's fun to see you guys do so well, and so fun like over the last year seeing you every time I've been able to see you, like genuinely seeing a crowd that really appreciates and loves you guys, and then seeing sold out shows. So like it's not just 10 people online that are like, I think they're stalking us. You're like, no, this is thousands and thousands of people. So congratulations.
Thank
I'm
you so
much.
very
Thank
happy
you.
for your success. You guys are fun to watch, and like it's just fun to see like a friendship, you're not to at least hear until that camera goes off.
Absolutely.
And then we'll start just.
Then,
scrapping
we'll
each
just go
other.
back to fighting like
Yeah.
you guys were.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
for having
Thank you
us.
guys.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Appreciate it.
Seeing you.
And thank you for the support and for the plays.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.